Hello everyone and welcome to another Star Wars figure review. We're going to take a look at another figure from the vintage collection today, and once again this guy is from the Return of the Jedi deleted scene wave of the vintage collection. This guy can be seen as one of the gunners of the Millennium Falcon crew during the Battle of Endor, and it's this dude, Colonel Cracken. Not a massive fan of this figure, let's put it that way. I'm glad I didn't pay too much for him. It's a cool figure nonetheless. It's just the character choice a little bit bland, but we'll talk about him in a little bit more detail later on in the review. He's a cool figure, just not my favourite character choice. Before we talk about the figure itself though, we're going to take a look at the packaging he comes in. Again, typical vintage layout with the Return of the Jedi logo at the top, Colonel Cracken name tab and the image of the character on the card back. More on that later. You've also got the life-size Darth Maul sticker on the front there, and on the back you've got various figures from the vintage collection and some vehicles as well. So there we go. Now, as I said, a little bit of a story behind this image on the card back. Not only does the head sculpt of the figure not really match up to the character scene in the deleted scene from Return of the Jedi, but I'm pretty sure that the image on the card back there is a completely different actor to the guy who played Colonel Cracken in that deleted scene, as it looks nothing like him. I may be mistaken, but it just doesn't look like the guy from the deleted scene. Looks like they actually got a new actor for that. So there we go. Several issues with this figure really in terms of accuracy. As I said, not only is the head sculpt miles off, it doesn't look anything like the character, but I believe the outfit is inaccurate as well, in the way the collar sits around the figure's neck and the jacket and all that kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it's not accurate. Again, I haven't seen the deleted scene. I have only seen a still image of Colonel Cracken in the Millennium Falcon gunner position, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read somewhere that it's inaccurate. Again, don't take my word for it because I may be lying to you. I'm not, but I'm pretty sure I've read it somewhere. So there we go. Doesn't bother me though because it's still a pretty cool looking figure, but as I said, the character choice just doesn't excite me as much as it probably should. It's a little bit plain and a little bit bland. In terms of articulation, he has a ball jointed neck, ball hinged shoulders, hinged elbows and swivel wrists. He has a swivel torso, swivel hips, ball hinged knees and ankles. Like with the Mon Calamari pilot that I previously reviewed, the upper torso and the head are brand new on this figure, whereas the legs are recycled from the Saga Collection 2006 Endor Rebel Trooper, and this is apparent through the 2006 date stamp on the figure's leg, just there. So way to go, Hasbro. In terms of accessories, he comes with this rather bizarre looking cannon. I have no idea what this is supposed to be. I'd hazard a guess at saying it's supposed to be one of the Millennium Falcon's guns, but I'm probably miles off there. It's probably just a cannon. But again, if anyone dares to, or cares to, sorry, enlighten me on what this is supposed to be, then your comments are greatly appreciated. In a little bit more traditional fashion, he does come with a Rebel blaster, which is the newer sculpt that we saw with figures such as the Hoth Echo Base Trooper and the Rebel Fleet Trooper. And he holds that pretty well. So, all in all, a reasonable figure. I don't know, there's just something about it that doesn't appeal to me as much as it should. To me, this is just a background character and nothing more. It's a little bit too generic for my liking. But if you're a fan of the original trilogy and Return of the Jedi is your favourite movie, then by all means pick this figure up because it's a great addition to the collection. And if you're looking to recreate the the crew from the deleted scene in Return of the Jedi for your Millennium Falcon, then this guy's a necessity, really. So there we go. What I'm going to try and do is include a link to each deleted scene that these figures appear in in the video description, so do keep an eye out for that. If it's not up straight away, it will go in there eventually, so just keep checking back, and you can check that out for yourself if you don't have the Blu-ray. So there we go. That is Colonel Cracken from the Vintage Collection. Big cannon and all. Which has just been dropped. Apologies for that, let me just pick that up. There we go. Pretty cool accessory to be included, I guess. Certainly different. But yeah, there we go. That's Colonel Cracken from the Vintage Collection. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at this guy. And I'll be back with more reviews from this wave very soon. Got 2 awesome figures to give you a look at next, so stay tuned for those. And until next time, keep collecting, and may the force be with you.